Hi everyone, my name is Georgiana Haynes, and today I want to... Hey everyone, my name is Georgiana Haynes, and in this video I'm actually going to show you my revisions to these sample packs. In a previous video I mentioned to you that while I'm out on vacation or while I was on my way to RepFest, I had sample packs with me. I just packed them so that I can offer them to customers, potential recruits, anybody that I wanted to connect with while I was on my way. If you watched my video before, you saw that I used to use the sandwich bags, and the only reason I changed was because with the sandwich bags I needed to fold the outlets into three, and it was a little bit time consuming, and I wanted a quick and easy way to just do the sample pack. So Milagros had a suggestion of using them full size, and I thought I would give it a try. So I just wanted to show you what I put in my sample packs, and some of the items that I'll be putting in my new sample pack. So this is the packet that I used while, I don't know, I was on vacation in August. So this is my August sample pack. Inside I have a full-size booklet, which is an outlet. I have the outlet booklet, and inside of the outlet booklet I usually have, somewhere in here, a fundraiser flyer, the Avon fundraising flyer. These are flyers that you can download from youravon.com. I just edited the PDF with the typewriter to put my name and phone number at the bottom, and then I put that inside of the brochure. I usually try to let it stick out a little bit, but if not, it's fine. Customers will find it once they're flipping through the outlet. I also have a full-size sample card. These are the skincare samples, so it comes on a full card. If you're doing the mini sample packs, which I still use actually for when I'm doing events and I'm going to be talking to 50 to 100 people, and the conversation's a little bit faster, these sample packs are reserved for travel and for times when I have more time with the person I'm speaking with, and we can actually develop a conversation. So I give them a bigger sample, and it's great because these are samples that you can't fold to put into the smaller sample packs, so it's nice that they just slide right in here. I also had a $15 bill recruiting flyer because the cost of the kits are changing. We won't be using these anymore, or maybe we'll revise them to a $25 little blurb, but I like the blurb because it says you can work from home, start your own business for just $15, up to 50% commissions and unlimited earnings, jumpstart bonuses and car allowances, no inventory to keep, never pay retail again, enroll online instantly, and it has startavon.com and my reference code Georgiana. Oh yeah, and at the top it says the cost of lunch could change your life, and I like that because I felt like it put things into perspective. Sometimes you're going through stuff and you're like, well, I don't want to set aside the money for this thing, but if you look at it as an investment, or if you break it down into, well, yeah, I am spending $5 on Starbucks. If I take 3 days off from Starbucks, I could change my entire life and the future of myself and my family. I like that because it just puts stuff into perspective. So I don't know what we're gonna do with these $15 bill recruiting flyers, but I am just trying to use them out because I cut them all up and now I have a bunch. The next item that I have in my sample pack is a business card. I just like to put my business card in things because they're little and people get them. They know what to do with them. Most people have some type of system for keeping business cards just in case, for future reference. Then they can always refer back to however it is that they file their business cards. I know I keep cards. So it's nice to just have a person's contact information available in case you need it. So I throw a business card in there, and a lot of times I find when I'm speaking to people and they'll ask me if my information is on there. Yes, my info is on the $15 bill recruiting flyer, and yes, my information is on the brochure, but I find people will be more likely to throw those things away thinking that they've expired, but business cards they tend to keep. So I love business cards and I use them a lot, actually. The next item that I have is a piece of candy. Nothing special about this. I got this candy. It's a lollipop from the dollar store. The only thing is I put a sticker on it. It was an idea that I got from another representative, but I use it as a recruiting tool. So this sticker says, I love what I do, you can too. And I have other ones. For example, the one in this sample pack says, how would an extra $1,000 sweeten your life? Cute little blurb. But I like these because I find when I pack my sample packs, I put them in size order because I want the person to look at it and see that there's a lot of stuff in there. So if they look at it in first glance, they see that there's a booklet, there's a sample, they're seeing the flyers and all this stuff. Usually I have a lipstick sample in there too, but it adds bulk. The lollipop adds bulk. It's basically like an item, a fluff item, or a filler item that I give a purpose to by putting this sticker on it. I found that when people are looking at the packet and trying to figure out what's in there, on the front they kind of get an idea of, you know, it's little stuff. They look at the back, they see that it's, you know, usually a beauty product or jewelry or makeup is on the back, so they can see a product when they look at the back. They see the samples when they look at it in the front, and because of the bulk, they feel like they're getting something. And I've had people look at it and say, "Oh, you even have candy in there? Nice." And you know, people just like that. I know I like candy, so people like it. So I found even without the full sample pack, sometimes I keep a couple of the lollipops in my bag to give away as extras. If people have kids, or the other day I just had a few loose lollipops in my bag, and there was a woman, I guess, who was feeling ill, but there was another woman asking if anybody around had a piece of candy to offer to this lady, and I had my lollipops. So I gave it to her, and you know, there was that brief second where she took it and she was just like, you know, you could see she took a minute to read it. And I like these because it's not that really flimsy wrapper kind of material. It's not paper, so it's not going to break down in the bottom of her bag. So if she wants to open it up and take out the candy to eat, then she can always keep the wrapper. And I don't know about you, but I always have little pieces of paper floating around at the bottom of my bag, and sometimes at the end of the week or the end of the month, or whenever I'm changing my bags, I come across this piece of paper. I open it up like, what was that? What was that? What was this? Where was this from? Why was I holding on to it? So that's why when I print these labels, I put my website at the bottom. You can put your phone number, you can put your website or your email address, whatever you like. But I try to put my contact information on everything that goes into the sample packet, because I don't really know how a person is thinking. They might throw away the book and keep the sample. They might keep the lollipop and misplace everything else. You don't know. Maybe something will spill in her bag, and the lollipop, because it's in plastic, will be the only thing that's salvaged. You know, and it has my website on it, so it's safe. So I try to put that website on everything. So that was my sample pack that I had been using up until now. But as I mentioned in my last video when I was going through the items that we got from RepFest, we do now have a full-size recruiting flyer. This is the new Avon recruiting tool, and it's a booklet with so much more detail. Who's the boss? Me. My life, my way. It has images of the products, the benefits that new representatives get, the training and support. They're seeing the products. I think this is great. I think it's an awesome tool, and I'm so excited to be adding it to my arsenal. And at the back it has the 3 different kits that will be available come mid-September, and of course on the back a place for you to add your contact information. So you know, you get to give your life an Avon makeover. I will be adding these to my new kits. So what I have here is the clear plastic bags from youravon.com. I haven't had a chance to buy the shipping bags yet. These are just a little bit heavier than the clear plastic bags. They work fine, guys. Use whichever one is easier for you. I just like these because the brochures fit snug in there, and these I forgot what they call them, poly bags. They're 1.5 milliliter poly bags, so they're a little bit thicker than the What's New bag, but they just serve the same purpose. The point is to just protect the items that are inside. So I also use these for slim baskets. That's why I have them. That's why I use them for this. Don't feel like you have to go out of your way to buy anything that you don't have. The clear plastic bags from youravon.com work just fine. The recruiting flyer fits inside just as well. And again, I have an outlet. Oh, this is an example of one where where I put in a lipstick sample. So I have the Perfectly Matte lipstick flyer. I just like these because it shows all the different colors that Avon has for the Perfectly Matte. And the big lips are actually eye-catching. They look at it, they see one side shiny, one side's matte, they get it. So I usually put that towards the front. I have the little lipstick sample, and again, my business card and the piece of candy. So my new sample packs will basically look the same, and I'll probably be putting them, I don't know if I'll continue to use the clear plastic bags, or if I'll invest in ordering the poly bags. Whichever way, it looks fine, it works well, and that's what my sample packs are going to look like. That's what I put inside of my sample packs, and that's how I use them. So if I go to a restaurant, I will leave one for the server. If I speak with anybody, I'll leave them with the people that I speak to. Sometimes I'll just walk in. I tend not to use these as drop cards as much because it does have a decent amount of product inside. It has, samples in the candy. So these are items that I try to put in the hands of other people. So if I'm having a chance to speak with someone, they'll get one of these. In the past, I've used them for travel. Like I said, Milagros mentioned that when you're traveling, I honestly used to mail myself the brochures. If I was going on vacation, I would mail the hotel a case of brochures so that when I got there, I would have enough to work with, or I would throw them all into my suitcase and, have 50 brochures in my suitcase sometimes, and it's heavy. So these are really great alternatives because they're very thin, they're very light, so you can easily have 3 to 5 of these in your bag to practice the power of 3 or the power of 5 and speak to 3 to 5 people per day without having the weight of 5 brochures in your bag. I still do keep 1 to 2 brochures in my bag most of the time, just so that if I'm speaking with someone and they're like, yeah, I've been looking for an Avon rep, I love Avon, I haven't seen the book, if they're really excited and I feel like I've made a real connection, I might have I'll share the full-size brochure with them. But these are just door openers for me to get my contact information into the hands of someone else. And once they realize that it's such a nice gift, they'll usually feel comfortable exchanging their contact information with me. I don't know if getting something makes them feel like, okay, yeah, this lady's not just a crazy person who wants my phone number. And they'll give me their contact information, and either I'll help her get started with her own business, or she might become a customer, either way. But this offers both. Another idea that you could use is you can also add from the order booklet, you can add a sheet or 2 or 5 of the order forms from the little book. That way, when you speak to the person, you could just say to her, you can start showing this small book around, see if you could collect a few orders, and then you can get started with your own business. Or a modified version of this that I used to use was I used to use the small Beauty for a Purpose cards. Give the woman the right lipstick, she can rule the world, those kind of things. I used to use those in my old sample pack. So I like those, and I like this booklet because they give the person you're speaking with some of the ideas of what they can do with their business. Even if you don't have the time to talk to them for a long period of time, you've planted the seeds. And that's what these are. These are really just to plant the seeds, so that you have something to follow up with the person you speak with. I shouldn't say her because we've got some amazing men in Avon right now, but it's just a chance to give the person that you spoke with some things to look at. So after giving someone the sample pack, you might ask her when's a good time for you to follow up with her. When does she think, or when does he or she think that they'll have the time to look through the packet? They'll say, oh, I looked through it on the train on my way home. And you'll say, okay, cool, can I give you a call tomorrow and see what you thought about it? And at that point, you then have the opportunity to say, hi, this is Georgiana. We met yesterday and I shared a sample pack with you. I just wanted to follow up and see sometimes I honestly don't like to use follow up, but I just wanted to call as I promised to see what things in the brochure jumped out at you, what you liked about the little catalog. I like to ask them questions about what their aha moment, what jumped out at them from the information that I've given them, because everybody wants to join for a different reason. Someone might see that $1,000 extra lollipop and say, oh, that would be great, I'm saving for vacation. Someone else might look through the book and say, well, be my own boss, set my own hours. I have kids and I would like to spend more time with them. So instead of me calling and just like, oh, Avon, this, giving them a whole full list of everything that Avon has to offer, by asking them what interested them the most from the packet that I gave them, helps me tailor what I'm saying to their needs. Because at the end of the day, it is about them and helping them find what they need to in this business. So that's it. Those are my sample packs, and that's how I make them. But again, these are yours. Make it yours. Add your own ideas, add your own flair. We all do sample packs differently. We all use different products. Don't feel like you need to go out and buy the exact same things or put the exact things in as I did. If you don't have business cards, it doesn't mean that you can't do sample packs. You can use the brochure as your calling card because your information does go on there. So give it a try, and as always, let me know if you have questions. Whatever questions you have, just send them to me. I'll be more than happy to answer. And I would love to hear your stories and your feedback for how you're using your sample packs in your day-to-day lives. But I will say these have made giving out my contact information and connecting with customers a lot easier. So good luck out there. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys are very successful with the new recruiting flyer. I should say recruiting booklet. I'm so happy that it's a booklet and not a little one-page flyer. But yeah, that's all for now. Bye.